the home page, the index page, so the landing page that you come on to. We've got a navigation bar at the top here. This is the Clothing main page. We've got a welcome message, some graphic images that I've included, and just a visual display here of the products with contact information down on the bottom here. This is just a general page, but I'm going to talk more specifically now about the actual product page itself. Right, so here we've got the products created as displayed on the actual product page. But I wanted to make this a more sort of interactive and immersive experience, and I know that you can create this through the use of Lightbox. We've done this in previous years with regards to sort of coding modules, and it basically means when you hover over an image, it increases it. And based on my research, a lot of the e-commerce sites that have used that feature, or on the product pages, have that feature. Now, I've explained in the report about problems that I've encountered, but I just want to give you a little demonstration now of showing it in operation, and I'll explain the code in a second. So I'll give you a little demonstration of it working now. If you hover over the image, as you can see, it brings up another box and displays the image perfectly, as you can see. Right, so now I'm just going to demonstrate it working. Now I'm going to demonstrate what it looks like visually when you hover over the actual products and it displays it, so the user can get a better view. So we've got a bit of loading time. That's just part of the plugin, unfortunately, but there we go. That's loaded in now, it's fine. And as you can see, when you move the mouse over the actual small thumbnail, a larger one gets pulled up. Now if we look at the code here, the way this works is, oh, that's the PHP, with the use of this script up here that shows the Easy Zoom plugin. That's what it's called. It's like Lightbox and it's an Easy Zoom plugin, but I've had to change a lot of components, again, which has been referenced throughout. All this sort of script here, like the jQuery, that I've had to repeat to solve a problem. I've showed a video with the original issue where the images wouldn't display, and I've talked about how I've rectified that by repeating the actual function and just adding a new class for each instance. This is the CSS. I had to again edit that to change the width, the height, the border. I messed around with the positioning and the colour just to kind of make it fit in with my theme and be as dynamic as possible. Now another thing I want to talk about is I didn't want it just to be visually and aesthetically appealing. I wanted it to be practical as well. And so for an e-commerce site, it has to be able to connect to the actual database. Okay, so it's useful for the person running the site, but also domestic suppliers, so they know they can keep tabs on the stock. So that works with regards to using PHP. Again, it's all explained within the actual report, sorry. But these are all correlate to the actual stock. So the way this is done is I connected to MySQL server. So the UE1 is the server name stocks, the username, password, which is fair. You log in through that. So this basically creates the connection. It also shows an error. This just checks the connection and dies if nothing happens if there's no connection made. Okay. So within the products page, this connection runs. So it runs a connect.php script, which is this here. And if it cannot connect, an error message comes up. But yeah, so this connects with the database to basically display the available stock that we have based on the number of stock. I've also talked about in report select statements, which basically can be used to specify a particular element or attributes within the MySQL server. This is just how you connect to it. So that's the products page. So it connects to the database, updates automatically, and you can visually display it in an interactive way, which I really quite like. It makes it kind of stand out, and it's not just a typical website. Contact page. I also wanted to make this relevant in the sense that it's not just sending information to a forum or another link. It's actually connecting to my email address, and then you just type in information, click send email, and it go to me. So if we go on the contact HTML here, contact HTML. So for this, we're creating a form. with the use of PHP. So you've got the input fields here, so you've got your name, the email address, and then obviously the ID input submit button. Here we go, form ID. So obviously this is contact HTML. Methods to post information, but the action is calling it from the send contact PHP. So here on the send contact PHP file, again it connects to the database. Connects to the database, subject connect details. What it's doing is sending the information to my email address here at nathanjshaw@hotmail.co.uk. So when the user inputs information, it will be sent to me. The last thing then I want to talk about is the cart. Now this, if you get the cart HTML up here, this was based on, again, from all the research, I was looking at different ways to represent shopping carts through Shopify, BigCartel, WooCommerce, and a lot of WordPress examples, and I was trying to figure out the best way to demonstrate this. So this is a simple sort of checkout shopping cart, but it shows thumbnails and the items you've got, the total amount, and then you click continue. At the moment, it goes back to the home page because I don't have actually any physical products. But as you can see in the cart HTML, I've basically styled, I've explained and shown an example in the report of the changes I've made and the differences, but I had to change all the elements within the list to display the images, change the price, and connect obviously to the right IMG source files. And then I've also added here, which is again styled the same way as the actual widget, but I've added down on the bottom here, a thank you for your purchase, we hope you enjoy. If there's any issues, contact us, and again, there's contact details to do that. What you would add if you want this to be a fully running business, which obviously I'm not at that stage at all. I don't have stock or capital, unfortunately, because I realised throughout the year how big of a project that would be to create my own business completely from scratch. You'd add a payment method. I don't obviously have the code here, but I've, in the report, given examples of the code and different methods and why they're useful and how they be demonstrated. Yeah, so I hope that's useful, and yeah, thank you very much.